Yo, Stackmode Chris here. This is why you guys should journal your trades. Now, either you can go get yourself a physical journal like this, or you guys can use a e-journal such as TradeZella, or you guys can use Discord or an Excel spreadsheet. And from there, you guys are going to be able to go ahead and journal your trades. Now, listen, journaling your trades is super important because when you guys start journaling your trades, you're going to be able to not only go back and look at the progress that you've made, but you're going to be able to go back and pinpoint certain mistakes that you were making. Um, Especially when I look at my old trades and stuff like that, I'm like, Jesus, I was awful. I was really bad. Thank God, alhamdulillah, we just ended up getting a lot better and ended up getting profitable, but you're gonna cringe. And that cringe feeling is gonna really help you guys get a lot of progression going on within your journey. Because when you cringe, you're gonna have a mental shift like, wait, why was I doing that? Maybe I shouldn't have been taking those type of trades. Wait, well, I was literally just earning through money. Okay. And that's my fault, guys. My cat literally just knocked down when I had my phone on. But yeah, you have to understand, like, okay, if I'm journaling my trades every day and I'm looking back and I'm reflecting at stuff that I'm cringing on, won't I improve significantly once I realize what I was doing was wrong? Because if you don't know what you're doing is wrong, then you're not going to progress. And that's where a lot of people get stuck at in life. A lot of people don't know that they need to progress, such as like fat people, for example. May Allah bless their hearts, but a lot of them don't know the education behind the food, and they don't know the importance of exercise and fasting, etc. So they end up becoming fat. But if you're not journaling your trades and you're over trading, oversizing, and over leveraging, and there's no physical evidence to show the discrepancies between good trading and bad trading, how are you going to learn? How are you going to learn? Because you clearly can't do it by yourself yet. Because if you're still having those bad qualities, such as over trading, oversizing, and stuff like that, you definitely need to start journaling because you need to feel connected to each and every single trade that you take. It's a lot of people who come onto the markets and think this is about money. At the end of the day, it is, but trading is a skill, guys. It's a skill, and this is a progression skill. And you need to be cutting out your flaws immediately. And when you write down your flaws, you're going to be just in shock. When you're writing down the P&L of how much you lost because you didn't stick to your stop loss. When you write down how much you lost because you oversized and didn't stick to your risk management. When you write down the amount of profit you made when you stick to your system and had alerts set at the entry and take profit, then you're going to be like, whoa, let me do more of that and let me do less of this. You guys need to be able to go back and look at your trades because you're not going to remember in your head. There's always a new trade coming out, especially if you're a scalper and stuff like that. You're not really going to have that mindset built like, okay, I'm going to wait days for this trade because most scalpers like to trade almost every single day, which is fine. You can definitely make your profit, but if you're a swing trader and stuff like that, definitely be making detailed discrepancies for every single trade because every single trade you take, every single piece of money that you put into the market, you should feel not connected to because then you're going to be too emotional, but you should understand that this isn't just bread that you're just throwing into the void. It's a lot of people in trading who just boot up an account, boot up an account, boot up an account, boot up an account, and they're not really understanding that way. This is money that I'm grinding for in real life, and I'm working really hard for this money. So let me try to make it as worthwhile as possible for myself. Let me try to preserve my account. Let me not oversize. Let me stick to my stop loss because this is bread that I just grinded in real life, going to a job in which that you may not like at the time, or getting money from relatives, etc. Just pretty much just throwing in extra bread that you guys have trying to make it, and you should feel attached to that, especially if you're working. Because the goal is to not work. So if you don't want to work, you need to up your discipline. Simple, point blank, period. A lot of the people who aren't working out here are people who have tried things, or people who have sacrificed, and are people who are have creative and disciplined minds. So you need to instill those qualities within yourself too if you want your life and circumstances to change. And writing them down is one of the best and fastest ways to progress and have mental mindset shift. Because when you guys are writing down stuff, you're going to be able to visually see what was I doing. And you're going to cringe really hard, man. But that cringe feeling is one of the greatest feelings in this earth. Because when you guys cringe at what you used to do, you're going to be able to just fly and soar. Inshallah, if God wills, man. If God wills, you guys are going to be able to just soar into the world and just absolutely dominate once you acquire this mindset. I'm gonna have another video coming out soon, how trading affects your life. And when you guys really do learn this skill, it's absolutely beautiful. Like just how humble you become, how much of a patient person you become, um, how much time you're able to save because you're not having to fiend for money and go slave at a job and stuff like that. So even if you guys do work and trade, um, trading just gives you the flexibility to make money anywhere on planet Earth with just your phone and maybe a laptop for trading view. But really, all you need is your phone, man. And it's like the day and age we live in is so crazy. And it's like, don't let your discipline and lack of emotional control stop you from a life of absolute abundance and enjoyment. Inshallah. You know, God says that heaven is the ultimate fleeting joy. So that doesn't mean that we need to suffer on earth, though. So try and make you guys' reality as much as possible, guys, and try and make it as better as possible because we're only here for one life, and this stuff gets really deep. Each and every single day you're here wasting on the markets. That's a day you don't know you're gonna wake up. So we need to get to this chicken bag, man. And we need to get to this chicken bag now, inshallah. So we can start enjoying this life on earth and not just live miserably here. Inshallah we'll all get to heaven if we're just being a good human being and keep grinding and just staying with God. But we want to be making sure that our life on earth, if possible, is definitely abundant and filled with happiness as well. And trading is a way you guys can unlock this. So if you want to unlock financial freedom, go get yourself a journal, man. Go stay with God, get yourself a journal, and hold yourself accountable. There should be absolutely no room for laziness, inconsistency, or just disappointing in yourself. Because as you guys can see, the economy is changing fast. Pretty sure real estate prices have X2 X3 within the last 5 years. And the wage gap that you make from jobs is not going to be sufficient enough for real estate in the futures. So if you guys want to live an abundant life and you want to start making bands, learn the skill, take it seriously. Go to stackmode.net. You can join my Discord. You can also get my course, ebook, and sign up for one-on-one mentorship. First call is free. I love y'all. Stackmode Chris here. Peace. Enjoy your trades.